We've been asking you, lawmakers, to make changes, and you haven't. Can you guys protect us?
I'm scared. My generation is scared.
We are the ones that these policies directly impact, and we deserve a seat at the table.
Is there more support in your caucus this time, some kind of real gun reform?
No.
They don't care about protecting kids.
What do we want? Gun control! When do we want it? Now!
Teachers don't want it. The school districts don't want it. Look at that gallery. They're asking you not to do this.
This is a horrible idea. You were warned.
Every person that dies at the hand of a gun in this state, it's on their hands.
She was silent in the gallery.
Let her go!
Schools that accept voucher students should be held to the same standard as public schools.
It's theft from the poor. This is not right.
If you're in favor of it, raise your hand. None of you are in favor of that idea.
Your superintendent, John, just came out against the vouchers. Does that matter?
What's vouchers?
Does your school board matter to you at all, Tim?
If the state has this kind of money to spend, why aren't they spending it on our public schools?
It's a scam.
We're either going to cut services or close schools. And when you close schools in that community, that's all they have.
People answering to outside lobbyists and privatization groups.
Good job. You did well. You did well. Marathon, sir.
We're trying to just throw the whole freaking system in the trash at one time.
The voucher bill sponsor wants to throw the whole freaking public education system in the trash. Does that concern you?
It's a great day for Tennesseans. We can never turn our back on public education.
Is this egg on the face of the administration that vouchers are officially dead?
No, man.
Is it going to be back next year, you think?
Of course.
Isn't even a resident of Tennessee.
Embarrassing that this is the person that's running our schools, and then you find out that she lacks the credentials to be there in the first place. She needs to resign.
It's not fair to our children. It's not fair to public education.
Hands up! Our flags!
Children deserve representation.
This bill is government overreach. It is un-American.
So the Confederate flag can be flown, but the LGBTQ flag cannot be displayed.
That's bananas.
Where does this end?
A tattoo of a flag that is not permissible. Indoctrinate children with them. Parents are tired of it. They have put...
Disgusting.
Obvious and transparent attempt to indoctrinate students.
This video is deceptive and problematic.
A piece of anti-abortion legislation integrated into our public school system.
There is a pattern to go after black leadership. This attack on Tennessee State University feels very familiar.
Take over, take over, take over.
The optics of this today are awful. I'm stopping you before you get on Saturday Night Live again.
Where is the fire? These white boys not playing with y'all. Do y'all understand?
Dictator or authoritarian. It's a new ticket system where you have to have a ticket, a special VIP ticket to sit in the public gallery. This is not what democracy looks like. When I saw reporters not allowed on the floor yesterday, public was not allowed in the gallery. We cannot normalize what's happening here.
We're living in a totalitarian state, turning our entire state, quite frankly, our entire country, into a theocracy.
Speaker, drunk with power.
Some things we may not agree on. You can still sit down and have conversation.
Inquiry.
You're out of order.
That you can still have differing opinions.
You can boo, but the truth will be told
That's
today.
out of order.
Even when we disagree, we still try to listen to one another.
Still seeking an answer as to whether members who are stripped of committee will be restored to their rightful committees April
You're
3rd.
out of order.
You always want to listen to people because they may be right and you may be wrong.
If you want me to rule you out of order, I will. That'll have consequences.
Sir, you have a gavel, you don't have a whip.
You're out of order, sir.
I may be only 18 years old, but I know for a fact that this is not how government is supposed to work.
Representative Jones, what in the hell is going on in your state?
The former Confederacy continues to be a birthplace of bad ideas. This is where they're testing out these ideas before they nationalize them. The press conference was abruptly moved to this private room.
You're gonna have to go in.
Who are you?
I work for the speaker.
You're going to let them keep me out, Kim? I would stick up for all of you. Governor Lee takes my questions, Cameron. What are you afraid of, Cameron?
The press corps has denied you how many times now?
Thank you for saying that on camera.
How many times have they
use
denied?
that against them. Who has the thinnest skin in this building?
Justin Canoe.
To the media. We need folks to speak truth to power.
I was telling you, I watched the Tennessee Holler on social media. They do 10 of these a day. Is there any sign that voters have had enough?
We need to continue to shine light to show that they're hurting their own people. Speaker Sexton continues to act unconstitutionally. He continues to be the George Wallace of the 21st century. But we represent a new South and we're unafraid.
Who's out? Who's out? This is what my soul needed. This movement for justice is not going away.
We must vote. We must protest. We must not be quiet.
This is a laboratory of theocracy where Republicans figure out what they can get away with and export it to the rest of the country. And that's why you need to pay attention to what's going on here.
Our showing up does matter. Speaking out does matter.
We will know that when your grandchildren ask us, where were you standing? We knew that we stood against authoritarianism and oppression.
Run for office, challenge their asses, because they don't care about us.
At the end of the day go in and they gon' still hear our voices.
Our state is better than this. These are tactics of intimidation, but they cannot stop the momentum, the movement, the light that is shining in Tennessee and across the South.
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
I'm going to use all the breath I've got to fight alongside you, because this is whose house?
Our house!